Hi, I'm Rick Rollins. We're here at Ben & Jerry's in Midtown. We're going places. Don't you want to come along? Let's go. Hi, I'm Rick Rollins, and welcome to this edition of Going Places. Have we got a show planned just for you? Here's what's coming up on today's show.
Lauren Gay, the outdoorsy diva, returns and shares with us her favorite place to see and swim with the manatees. Kiva Williams and Karima Henry are back talking about Black History Month and their bingo challenge. Our pet vet, Dr. Nabuki's back, and in our Ask the Vet segment, we're going to talk about pet nutrition. And then Karima returns with a Black History project, a Black History lesson, and a suggestion for a great book for our kids to read. And we're joined by Maurice Allen, former child prodigy and the maestro himself, as we talk about his appearance at Jazz After Dark tonight at Coffee Speaks and Tea Talks.
All of this and more as Going Places starts right now. I know that you are still reeling from the sunsets of Baja, but today to talk about the friendliest pets in the world, Tampa's own, Florida's own, this coast's own manatees is none other than the outdoorsy diva. Welcome, my dear. How are you?
Hi, Rick. I'm great. How are you?
Doing well. Thank you for asking. So we're talking about manatees. First of all, let me say this to you. Let me give you big ups because, honey, the Baja pieces were amazing. Folks are like, when we going to Baja, they were like, I want to go to Baja. I want to go to Iceland. I want to go anywhere that Lauren Gay says she's going. We want to go. So just know that folks are enjoying what you do here on Going Places.
I love that. I love to inspire people and, get them to want to see the world. So I'm excited because if one of my favorite things about living in Florida is manatee season, and we're in it right now. So as Rick said, they are the sweetest of Florida's mascots. And this is the time of year to go and see them, swim with them safely, and safe for you and for them in our Florida springs. So today I'm going to tell you about that experience, where you can do it, and what to expect.
Okay, let's talk about it.
So the place to do it is Crystal River. It's literally the manatee capital of the world. And so the manatees do live out in our Gulf waters most of the time. And when those temperatures drop below 68 degrees, that's when the manatees come inland. They come into those inland waterways and rivers and seek out the warm freshwater springs that Central Florida is known for. So our springs are usually between 72 to 74 degrees year round. And so this is much warmer, and the manatees need that warmth. So they come in looking for these warm waters, and that's why the winter season is the best time to see the most manatees.
Oh, wow. Okay. So now you talked about swimming with them safely. Let's talk about that.
Yes, so Crystal River Water Sports is one of my partners. I've had the privilege to do a couple of adventures with them, and they do provide snorkeling tours with the manatees right in Kings Bay. They also do Three Sisters Springs and that whole area right there in Crystal River. So the way that it works is you want to get an early time, because an early time means less people, and the manatees are not peopled out yet. So they'll still be excited to see you. So you get a wetsuit because you're going to want that, because it was, especially when those air temperatures are cooler. They take you out on the boat. They know, because they talk to each other and they have the locators. They talk to other captains, so they know where the manatees are. And during manatee season, the springs have areas roped off. So the manatees are able to be safe, have their own time. We're not interfering with them, but they just park outside of the roped areas. You get into the water in your wetsuit and your snorkel, and you have an in-water guide. And once you put your face in the water, get ready to be greeted by the cutest little snoot boots in the water. The manatees come out of their protected area and they just swim around you. They swim by you, and they just want to come say hi. You practice passive observation. So you keep your hands to yourself.
Okay, I
Um,
was gonna
do
ask.
have a flotation device because they don't want you to disturb the sediment or accidentally kick or stand on a manatee. So you
Oh,
keep your hands to yourself, but the manatee will rub up against you. They'll swim past you. The babies might even give you a kiss. It's very sweet. And so you just kind of let them do their thing and you float there like a potato.
okay. So that was gonna be my question. Do you need to know how to swim?
You should be comfortable in the water. I mean, you do have a flotation device, and most of the places they take you, you can stand up. But like I said, they don't want you to stand, they want you to float. You have a flotation device to wear. So you should be comfortable in the water. I won't say you have to know how to swim, but you should definitely be comfortable in the water.
I can't swim, Lauren. I can't. So I'm like, it might be out for me, but if they can just watch the man, look, watch for the talk show host because he may drown. No, but I would love to do that. That sounds like an amazing time.
I think that you would absolutely love it. It's life changing and it really makes you care about them because you'll see many of them have scars from boating accidents. Unfortunately, it's humans. We are their number one threat. Alligators don't bother them. I've seen manatees swimming around sharks and giant rays at the observation decks.
Mhm.
Those predators don't bother the manatees.
Oh,
Man is the worst enemy, unfortunately, to the manatees, which is why they have all these rules and laws and they are a protected species. So you want to make sure you listen to your guides, but you can observe them through passive observation. And it's just going to change your life. You want to make sure you have some kind of underwater camera because you
I
don't
want
want
to
to miss those
okay.
moments.
Okay, yes, I don't want to miss those moments, but I'm sure that if I miss them, you'll catch them.
And the good thing about using Crystal River Water Sports is they do your in-water guide has a camera. So they're going to take pictures for you, make sure they get good footage for you so that you can have these memories and then you can purchase that at the end of your tour. But you're going to learn so much about them. They are mammals. And if you're lucky, you can see one nursing with its mom underwater. It's really, really
Oh,
special.
that does sound like a special time. So how do we end up doing that? Can you give us the information one more time?
Sure, it's Crystal River Water Sports, and hopefully we can maybe we can show that code for people. We'll put it right there, and they can book that experience. And when you get out of the water, they have a nice warm jacket for you and hot chocolate, so you
Oh,
can be nice and warmed up. You're in the water for about an hour or
oh,
so
okay.
on your tour
Okay.
with the manatees, and they are small groups. You're not going to be with like 20 and 30 people. You know, you're going to be with maybe 5 to 10, maybe 15 other people on your tour. So there's time and space for everybody to safely get in the water with the manatees.
Well, it sounds like a great time. And if you're looking for somewhere to go, the QR code is coming up right now. And go say hey to the manatees. Lauren Gay, as always, I'm glad that you always have a place for us to go. And so we look forward to seeing you in the soon coming day. When we come back, we talk with Kiva Williams and Karima Henry about their special Black History Project. It's going to be fun. Stay with us. It is Black History Month, and what better way to support the history of a people than support the people who are the legacy of the people? Joining us this morning is Kiva Williams and Karima Henry, who you know them. You see them. We craft with Karima, we go eat with Kiva, and so we're glad that they're here. So, ladies, let's talk about what y'all are doing this month.
So we are hosting our bingo challenge.
Love the bingo challenge.
Yes, we started this a year ago.
A
So
year already. Wow.
It's crazy, right? So this will be our second time hosting it in honor of Black History Month.
Wow. So, and somebody would ask, why would you do it in Black History Month? And the answer would be Eva.
Well, you know we live in Florida, right, y'all? y'all heard what's going on in Florida. I ain't gonna name no names, but people try to like not recognize what we've done. You know, we gotta teach our children. So we have things to do. We have work to do as a Black community. Me as a Black mom, I want to make sure that my kids know, you know, that they're proud of their history and their legacy. So we have work to do.
And
True.
this is an opportunity to support businesses who have been encouraged by the works of people. And entrepreneurialism in the African American community is nothing new. If you go down to Perry Harvey Park, that whole legacy wall talks about all these people who have done things. And in fact, in the weeks to come, we're doing that with Ursula Odom. But I just think that this is so important that we support each other, because in other communities, the money stays in the community and is circulated 30 plus times, whereas ours comes in and it goes out as quick as it does. And we've got to stop that.
Right.
Yes, that is so true.
So explain the card to somebody who maybe didn't see us together last year this time or any other time. Let's talk about what the bingo card is and how does it work.
So the bingo card has like prompts for you to go visit, whether it's a restaurant, a food truck, a dessert business, a pharmacy, things like that. So it's like generic things for you to do. Or if you can't travel, you can leave a review for your favorite Black-owned business on whether it's Google, Yelp, social media, things like that. So we're kind of prompting the community to go out and support different Black-owned businesses that you may not even know exist, like apparel shops, service businesses that includes a lawn care service. So things that people don't necessarily connect with Black-owned businesses, we're trying to showcase those to the community.
Exactly. So Kiva, if you had to say one thing to the viewer who's watching this morning, that even if you are not a person of color,
yes,
you should really still be supporting the business, because quality business is quality business all day long.
Exactly. And we want to make it fun and interactive. So that's why we came up with this bingo, because who doesn't love bingo? Who doesn't love a challenge, right? So grab your friends, grab your coworkers, grab your kids, and just kind of go through each prompt and make it a game, make it fun.
Okay.
And don't forget to tag us.
Okay. Yes, definitely. Take pictures. That's important. And tag them. So let's talk about this real quick before we go. How do they get their bingo card?
So you can visit our website at Tampa Bay Black Excellence Challenge.com or our social media page, Facebook, Instagram, Tampa Bay BEC or Tampa Bay Black Excellence Challenge on Facebook.
And here's the QR code right about now. Okay. So final words, ladies.
We just want people to come out and support. Like you said, quality business is quality business. Right now, we're highlighting Black-owned business because it's Black History Month, but we just want to get the word out. There's so much you can do on social media. You can, bring somebody so much traffic. One review can change their business. I've seen it, firsthand.
Yes, that's true. And then we notice a lot of people are having issues with marketing. So this is a great opportunity to help those businesses out that you may not see on a commercial. But let's take it back to word of mouth and help those businesses out for Black History Month.
Good morning. What is your coffee saying? My coffee today is saying serenity. God grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change. Courage to change the things that I can. And wisdom to know the difference. Enjoy life one cup at a time.
It's the extended version of Ask the Vet. And here he is, our own pet vet, Dr. Nubuthi from Royal Pets. So here's the first question. Laura wants to know, does my healthy adult dog need supplements? What can you tell us about that?
So we do recommend certain supplements. Definitely things like probiotics, which can help their gut flora, are definitely a good thing. Fish oils are really good for them.
Okay.
Joint supplements, things like that, they're really, really good for pets. Fish oils, I start them as young as I can.
Really?
And probiotics as well, yeah. Now the joint supplements, they can do no harm. You know, if you give it and the body doesn't need it, it's not going to use it. But if it needs it, it will. But I usually start it for older pets with arthritis.
Okay.
Yeah.
Next question, when do we start the supplements down?
So when we get puppies in, which is usually about 8 weeks of age, I will talk with pet parents about probiotics and starting them then, because really getting in good bacteria, which is what a probiotic is, you can never start that too early, because that's really going to help your gut flora. It's going to help them process vitamins, minerals, things like that.
Flora?
So it is bacteria in your gut. It is the natural bacteria that reside in your intestines.
Okay, is that what we call bad gut in adults?
Well, sort of, yeah. Bad gut is more of if you ate something that didn't agree with you, and it could be either gas or it could be an upset in those bacterial flora, and when you get that, it can lead to diarrhea and things like that. Okay. So with puppies especially, they don't really have a lot of nutrition on them. You know, they're growing, they're using all their energy. If you give them a probiotic, it really helps sort of prevent the loss of nutrients and diarrhea, things like that.
Might be someone who doesn't understand probiotics. So let's talk about probiotics for a second.
So probiotics are good bacteria for the intestines, okay? Depending on what product you get, it could be one specific bacteria or it could be a number of bacteria. But what they do is, you've got those bacteria inside you, and so when you get more of it, it's helping to prevent sort of bad bacteria getting in there and growing and flourishing. Okay. So probiotics really are recommended all the time.
Here's the next question. How do I tell the difference about omega-3 fish oils for my pet and what's good?
So,
is there such a bad thing?
There are actually, that's a good question. So there are multiple types of fish oils, okay? Usually the main two are omega-3 and omega-6s. Okay. Omega-3 fatty acids or fish oils, those are really, really good, okay? Omega-6s, they have pathways that can be good, but they also have pathways that can lead to inflammation inside the pet. So in general, we tend to focus on the omega-3 fatty acids, which are more commonly found in fish oils or even coconut oils.
Here's the last question. It's a two-parter. One is CBD good for the pet?
So that is a great question, okay? Right now, it is an ongoing discussion in the veterinary community, and especially by the FDA, which is the Food Drug Administration, which is a government organization which looks over all of our drugs that we use. Right now, they haven't given us approval to recommend CBD or things like that. So I can't officially say like, yes, it's good or no, it's bad. What I can tell you is my experience from my clients, okay? And a lot of them have used that, and they tend to have found benefits to that, whether it's anti-inflammatory, whether it's an appetite stimulant. Really, the main side effect to it is sedation, which, with a lot of pets that are barking and overactive, they actually sort of appreciate that side effect. But that's the main side effect of CBD, is calming them down, sedation. But as far as my clients tell me, there's a lot of benefits.
Karima Henry now shows us a Black History project that you and the kids can get involved in. Take it away, Karima.
Thanks, Rick. In honor of Black History Month, we are going to make this traffic signal craft that represents the invention by Garrett Morgan. You will need green, red, yellow, and black construction paper or cardstock, pencils, scissors, and glue stick. First, you will need to fold your black paper in half and then use scissors to cut it. Use a round object in your home to trace 3 small circles on the black paper. Let your child use safety scissors to cut square pieces from yellow, green, and red paper. Finally, glue the small pieces onto the circle to create your traffic light craft. You can start in any order, but make sure the red is on the top, then yellow, then green. Garrett Morgan witnessed a terrible crash and had an idea for a warning signal. In 1923, he filed a patent for his 3-position traffic signal. This was the precursor to the red, yellow, and green signals that are used today. Thanks for joining me today as we made this adorable traffic signal craft. representing one of our inventors for Black History Month. If you're looking for a good book for your kids, I suggest Little Legends, Exceptional Men in Black History. For more information, visit my website at craftingafunlife.com.
More Going Places when we come back. Right after this, stay with us. There are musicians and then there are musicians. The gentleman that's sitting with me this morning is a musician. This is Maurice Allen. I have known Maurice since he was a tadpole. And let me tell you, music is in his blood because his family, everybody in the family sings. And we are glad to have him with us today because he appears tonight at Jazz After Dark as a special guest of Arlene Brooks. We're glad to have you, Maurice. Thanks for being with us.
All right, such an honor to be with you. Thank you for having me.
Maurice, tell me, I start with this question. What was little Maurice thinking as he walked around in this family that if your grandmama sang, your mama sings, your uncle sing, what was that like for you? Did you just know that this is what I'm going to do? Or did you look at it and go, I don't want to do that?
Well, it's interesting. Before I was really aware of what others were doing, the gift had already been given to me. So I was noted as a child prodigy, started playing the tables at 2, and then immediately the organ and piano, and the rest is history. Now, the joy that I did have, as you alluded to, was being in this family that was filled with all of this talent. And I was able to glean from my uncles that produced and played, mother sing, as you mentioned, my grandmother sang, song and as well. So it was a joy and exposure. I tell people exposure is everything. So being in that environment, and then it extended beyond the family with their connections and friends and associates. So I just was able to learn. I was in this hub that really did me well, and I'm blessed, and I realize I stand on others' shoulders, just trying to make sure that I continue the legacy and represent well.
Well, you do that very well. So I always ask this as well. What's the first song you remember playing?
Oh my goodness, I remember playing and singing "Try Jesus," and the phrase continues on, says, "Try Jesus, He's all right." That
I remember.
Was my claim to fame as a kid. Try Jesus, and then "Can't Nobody Do Me Like Jesus."
Exactly.
And I can't ever mention that song without letting it be known that I was blessed years later to be able to accompany the one and only great Andre Crouch with that same song, and it was one of the highlights of my life. Yeah,
wow. That's
Try
amazing.
Jesus and "Can't Nobody Do Me Like Jesus," and that is still that's my testimony today. If you try him, you'll discover can't nobody do you like
Can't nobody do it. That's right. Now don't start on this Saturday morning. I appreciate that. So when you got to play with Andre, that I mean, you're sitting there. Is that a surreal moment when you are there with one of your heroes and he is treating you as a contemporary and not as the gopher?
Listen, I tell you, I've been blessed to have that feeling come upon me quite a few times, almost to the point where I've kind of gotten used to it, but not. But I always honor the moments.
Right.
I tell people I'm blessed to. I really live my dreams every day. So many of my heroes I've been able to play with or open up for, and every time those moments occur, you're sitting there like, is this really happening? You have to pinch yourself, but it is happening. And so, yeah, I'm just grateful. I mean, and by no means am I trying to name drop, but it's just, I'm in awe of it because as a kid, I would watch videos and study these people. And I've been able to be on stage and play with these people or open up for them, the likes of B.B. King, Olivia Newton-John, Wynton Marsalis. I mentioned Andre Crouch, and I can go on and on. Marvin Sapp, Fantasia. I mean, I can go on and on. God has been very good to me, and He's still good to me.
Well,
and
now,
I'm sure that I give him honor because I didn't do this on my own, but I'm trying to represent well. You understand?
I hear you. I was about to say, if push comes to shove, I may have to give you a couple of folks and say I need them on Goin Places, so
Hey,
you'll
listen.
connect.
Hey,
So let's talk about what you're getting ready to do. You've got a new project coming out, correct?
Yes.
Okay, let's talk about the project real quick.
Oh Lord, I'm so excited about it because it is so many years in the making. On my 40th birthday, which was October the 14th of last year, I did a live recording and was blessed to have my 4 children a part of this project.
Wow.
My son, who's my namesake, and he's carrying on the legacy, Maurice Allen Jr. Matter of fact, he's studying right now at Boston College of Music. I'm sorry, Berkeley College of Music up in Boston. Let me get it right. And he played bass guitar on the album. My daughter, who's a producer and singer, she sang on the album. My other 2 sons sang on the album, it's a single actually. And I was graced with the incredible presence of Miss Dillion Sheffield, who also sang on the album. And I'm saying album because we are still
another prodigy.
Yeah. It's coming. We're already working on it. But the single in particular, she was on that. And it was amazing, absolutely amazing. And I have been wanting to do this live recording for several years, and I kept pushing it back. And I said, this is a big year. 40 is a big year.
Right, it's a milestone.
Couldn't let it pass, and we made it happen, and it was incredible, absolutely incredible. So we'll be releasing. Matter of fact, you're the first to know this. We're editing the video because it's a recording and video. We're editing the video this week.
Okay.
And we'll be doing a launch very soon.
Okay.
So yes, it's coming out, and most people don't know what's happening.
When you get ready to debut the video, what better place than Goin Places to debut?
I promise you, you'll be the first one. You got my word on that.
Okay, so let's talk about what you're doing tonight, which is Jazz After Dark with Arlene Brooks. Let's talk about that real quick. Are you excited about this tonight?
I'm extremely excited about it, and I'm gonna tell you why. I'm an individual. Because I'm so blessed, and I do not apologize for making it known. A lot of work went into this process of this flow of blessing. I'm very particular about who and what I attach myself to.
Yes, you are.
So I am very excited about tonight because the sister that is putting this on is just a good sister.
Yes, she is.
Hard, and she has a passion. We have similar passions for the arts and jazz in particular. So I'm glad that we get to connect on this level. This will be my first time playing at her venue. So we're gonna have a good time. I'm really excited about it. And here's another hot off the press. I have some special surprises and guests that she doesn't even know about. They're going to be joining me tonight. So it's going to be really nice.
That's going to be amazing. So I would tell people, if you want to get tickets, because the venue is small and intimate on purpose, here's the QR code. Check and see if there are any available, and make sure that you tell Maurice that you saw him on Goin Places this morning. Maurice, thank you for being with us. I enjoyed it. I look forward to you coming back real soon. Before we go, I want to thank everyone here at Midtown and, of course, Team Primo, Ben & Jerry's, for their hospitality today. In the upcoming weeks, be sure to join us as we have a 2-part interview with one of the owners, and we find out how they're making Black history right here at Midtown. For everyone here at Goin Places, be blessed on your journey. We'll see you next time. Take care.